Why did you snap at something so small? Maybe it was a comment that stung more than it should, or a minor mistake that suddenly felt huge. Those moments might feel random, but they're not. They're called emotional triggers, the invisible buttons that set off strong reactions inside us, often without us even realizing it. Here's the catch. These triggers don't just make you overreact in the moment. They quietly shape your choices, your relationships, and even the way you see yourself. So the real question is, are you in control of your emotions, or are they secretly controlling you? By the end of this video, you'll uncover the hidden forces steering your life and learn how to take your power back. Why emotional triggers matter. Here's the truth. When you're unaware of your triggers, they control you. A single comment, a forgotten text, or an unexpected setback can hijack your mood and decisions. But when you become aware, you flip the script. You stay in control of your emotions instead of letting them run the show. Triggers quietly influence how much people trust you, how strong your relationships feel, and even how you see yourself. And guess what? Having them doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're human. So let's uncover the 7 biggest emotional triggers that shape your life more than you realize. Trigger number 1, criticism. Why does even a tiny bit of criticism feel like a punch to the gut? It's because your brain interprets it as a threat. Immaturity often responds with defensiveness, snapping back, shutting down, or secretly stewing. But maturity flips the script. Instead of reacting, you pause and ask, what can I learn here? Remember, criticism isn't always an attack. It's often feedback in disguise. And if you tend to take criticism personally, it doesn't mean you're weak. It usually means an old wound is being touched. Recognizing that is the first step toward growing stronger and more resilient. Trigger number 2, rejection hurts, whether it's a job, a friendship, or love. The sting can push you into people-pleasing, overthinking, or avoiding risks altogether. Immaturity sees rejection as failure, as proof you're not enough. But maturity reframes it. Rejection isn't the end. It's redirection towards something better. That no might be clearing space for a more aligned yes. And if you fear rejection, know this. You're not broken. You're human. Every person you admire has faced it too. The difference is, they didn't let rejection define their worth. They let it guide them to where they were meant to be. Trigger number 3, feeling ignored or invisible. Few things sting more than being overlooked, whether it's being left out of a conversation or having your effort go unnoticed. That silence can activate old insecurities, whispering that you don't matter. The toxic response? Lashing out, sulking, or withdrawing completely. The healthy one? Naming your need and communicating it clearly. Because wanting to be seen isn't a weakness, it's one of the deepest human needs. Everyone craves acknowledgement. So if you feel invisible at times, know this. Your feelings are valid. The real power comes when you learn to ask for what you need without shame or fear. Trigger number 4, lack of control. Life feels safest when we're in control, when things go according to plan. But the moment uncertainty creeps in, stress and overthinking often take over. Some people cling tighter, micromanaging everything like control freaks. But emotional maturity recognizes that some things are simply beyond your grip. The strength lies in calm acceptance. Because peace doesn't come from controlling every outcome, it comes from knowing you can handle whatever comes. And it's perfectly okay to feel uneasy when life slips out of your hands. That discomfort is proof you care. The growth lies in learning when to release your grip. Trigger number 5, comparison. Scrolling through social media, seeing someone your age doing better can spark instant jealousy. Comparison whispers, their success means you're falling behind. But that's a trap. Immaturity fuels envy, bitterness, and self-doubt. Maturity, however, reframes comparison as inspiration. If they can do it, so can I. Remember, your journey runs on its own clock. Their chapter 20 doesn't mean your chapter 5 is a failure. It simply means your story is unfolding differently. So if comparison triggers you, remind yourself, It's not a race. Growth has no deadline, and your timing is exactly where it's meant to be. Trigger number 6, unmet expectations. You planned it perfectly, trusted someone fully, or set a high bar for yourself, only to watch it fall short. That disappointment cuts deep. Immaturity reacts with anger, bitterness, or self-blame. But maturity learns to bend without breaking. It's not about lowering your standards. It's about letting go of rigid perfectionism. Because when expectations own you, frustration becomes your default. But when you accept that life, people, and even you won't always meet the mark, you free yourself. Disappointment doesn't disappear, but it no longer defines you. Flexibility, not frustration, is what turns pain into peace. Trigger number 7, feeling unloved or unappreciated. One of the deepest triggers is feeling like your love, effort, or presence doesn't matter. When you give, but don't feel valued in return, resentment can build fast. Immaturity might lash out, demand attention, or sulk in silence. But maturity chooses a different path, calmly expressing what you need without guilt or shame. Because wanting love and recognition isn't needy, it's human. Still, waiting for others to constantly validate you is a trap. The most powerful shift comes when you learn to validate yourself, to recognize your own worth, even when others overlook it. That's real freedom. And ironically, the more you honor yourself, the more others will start to honor you too. So let's recap the 7 triggers. Criticism, rejection, feeling ignored, lack of control, comparison, unmet expectations, and feeling unloved. Each one has the power to hijack your emotions, but only if you let them stay hidden. Here's the truth. Having triggers doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're alive, aware, and capable of growth. Even noticing these patterns is already a sign of strength, because awareness is the first step toward change. And the moment you recognize what sets you off, you begin taking your power back. So instead of asking, "Why am I like this?" start asking, "What is this teaching me?" That small shift transforms weakness into wisdom. Which of these triggers do you struggle with most? Share your reflections in the comments, and subscribe for more insights on mastering your emotions and building quiet strength.